people, what's good? I'm glad y'all back with me. I'm glad y'all back. But listen, I always say, let's get into the topic real quick. And that's talking about the people you let in and out of your life. The people that you invite into your life. Whether they new, whether they past acquaintances, or they was just acquaintance at a time. You gotta watch who you let in your circle, because it creates bonds. And some of these bonds that we create are usually for a lifetime. And some of us may not know how to cut our losses when we form bonds with people that we never really knew, or we thought we knew and we thought they would never be or act a certain way. But I'm gonna tell you, a lot of this stuff is all left up to you and what you're willing to take, what you're not willing to take. And majority of the times it comes from the people that you meet and the bonds that you start to create. And you gotta decipher what's good for you, what's bad for you, or the things that's not working on, the things that it's not working for you. You need to remove those things and get away from them, because you get stuck repeating cycles with people, going through the same methodical nonsense with them. You know, sometimes we go through motions and we don't know how to distance ourselves from people because of the bonds that we created. Sometimes we create bonds where people have, where we become an emotional attachment. People become emotionally attached to us by the way we make them feel, or any of those things. And sometimes they're not beneficial for you, because you got a lot of people, they may dump stuff on you. A lot of their emotional problems, a lot of things that they can fix after you've given them certain insights as a friend or as an acquaintance, whatever that relationship that y'all have, that you built with that person. You should be able to do that with people that you deal with. Because if you can't do that, then this relationship that you built with this person goes nowhere. Right? So, ask yourself, what is your motivation behind building a bond with this particular person, people, or group? Ask yourself that. Whether it's your faith, whether it's business, whether it's personal and or pleasure. Ask yourself, what is the motivation behind building this bond with this person, people, or group? If you can't come to that conclusion for yourself, maybe them aren't bonds you need to create. Maybe those bonds aren't meant to be for a lifetime. That's one. What's the motivation behind the bonds that people want to even build with you that you may not even know? Whether at a job, whether at a park, whether just out and about. What is the motivation behind it? What is their motivation? You know, some people like to attach themselves to you because you're doing good, or because you acting and portraying yourself in a certain light. They want to attach themselves to you. Now, some of these relationships that you might build may be perfect for that lane in life that you live in. But most things may come to an end, because there's a difference in opinions when creating these bonds, because you may not know how somebody may act based off you telling them no. You may not know how somebody may act when you tell them something, when you vent it to them, and they're not being reciprocal or even having a listening ear for you to just lay your issues on or vent your issues to. Everybody is not meant to have those bonds with you, because they may not do nothing for you. They may not even have any advice for you. So be careful of that. Are you building bonds with people based off being inspired? What have this person inspired you to do? Are you building bonds based off inspiration? Are you building bonds based off loneliness? Or are you building bonds from being genuine? And when you ask yourself that, in the back of your mind, you need to be thinking about, or even asking the person, people, or group of people why they want to build that bond with you. And where is this gonna go, and where can we see this relationship going for us to build us? Again, people or a group, or just on a personal level. You just have to know what's what. Because people show you their true colors within due time, and you will show yours within due time. No matter if they genuine or fake. Hey Nick, you going viral. It's gonna show. Now, as I told you, people build bonds for certain reasons. And you need to be able to identify what it is, or what kind of bond that you even want to have for yourself with this person, people, or group of people. Now, when people trying to build bonds based off loneliness, it's because they may need somebody to talk to. And that's fine, because you may even seek a person to build that kind of bond with, to even have a listening ear. Whether it's the opposite sex or the same sex, it doesn't matter. We're talking about just in general, just the bonds that you build with people. And the places that you build them in, where you might meet this person at. But just getting back to the loneliness, some people need that, and you may not know why, or you may not know why you need this, because you haven't identified some things about yourself that you may need to do. And if you just need to talk to somebody, sometimes professional help is needed. But if you can find a friend that will give you a lending ear and give you constructive and positive criticisms of what you need to do to turn those things around and building a positive bond with somebody, then that's a bond worthwhile. That's a bond worth having. But when you got a poor mindset with either yourself or the people that you're dealing with have a poor mindset, it can lead to a whole avenue of things that you can't even get around. Sometimes you build in bonds just to tear them down, because your mindset ain't right. Some of us have, the people that you may meet may have a violent mindset where they haven't got the correct help in even learning how to even build bonds. Some people don't know how to do that. Some people's lives are chaos, and that's what they build off. That's like when people when they expect success, they build it with failure. And some of us build with people like that. And we have to identify those things. So you cannot get caught up in that for too long. And then you may have a situation where you want perfection out of people, but you want perfection and you build it with failure, again, with defaults. You want perfection with defaults. And a lot of times we build bonds based off that. Hey Nick, you have to be the best person you can be before you can ever pour into somebody else. Whether that's your wife, whether that's your husband, whether that's your cousin, aunt, uncle, mother, brother, or father. It just does not matter. You have to be full enough within yourself to even build bonds with other people. Yes, you're not going to have all the answers. You're going to have a lot of questions that some people can't answer. You got to go out and seek those things in order for you to get what you need. But do realize bonds change over time. And it should. But also understand and remember that it's a reason and a season that people come into your life. and everybody not meant to stay. So I'm gonna keep it there. I appreciate y'all. Y'all like, y'all subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Y'all know if y'all want to hear more and see more, I need y'all help to grow. But I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. So y'all be blessed. I'm gonna keep pushing to the next one. All right.